All right, y'all know what the business is. Your boy CJ Goodfella. One time for the one time we grinding. Y'all already know we back on that boxing tip, man. I had to get something off my chest real quick. And a lot of people probably not going to like this. Y'all actually know I have no filter, so I give no fucks, all right? I believe that Top Rank set up that Terence Crawford, Jose Benavidez whole situation to set up the fight. You know, I think Jose Benavidez was promised the Crawford fight. When he made his return, they say you get a couple warm-up fights, man. You can fight Terence Crawford, of course. He wanted to fight Crawford. You know, he wanted to make some money. He wanted to fight the best and prove he the best and make an instant splash in the sport of boxing. And why would he turn a fight with Crawford down? And this was them trying to really sell the fight. I believe they set this up where they had a collision course and, you know, they bumped heads and it was supposed to spice up things and get people interested. And everybody knows, and I'm pretty sure Bob Arum knows, and most of the top executives and employees at Top Rank know that nothing sells better in boxing than a bloodbath, than a bad blood fight. That they got legitimate beef, and they beefed up. I understand they beef ranges back for quite some time in the amateurs, whatever it may be. And you know, I just think they set it up, man. I think they set it up to sell the fight, to a selling point to get people, you know, behind the fight. But obviously, I mean, in my opinion, this is a joke of a fight. You know, and I'm not disrespecting Jose Benavidez. Much respect for somebody that got shot in the leg and was able to come back from such a bad situation. But in his last fight, man, it looked like he don't even have two legs, man. You know, he looked like the Jorge Sebastian Highland guy who Charlo fought. It looked like he got a peg leg. He's not 100% healthy, man. Seriously, man, he's not healthy. You know, and he hasn't done anything in his career to warrant a shot at a pound-for-pound #1 fighter in Bud. I understand this is Bud's first title defense, and you know most people agree it should be a layup. But come on, man, give Jose Benavidez credit for taking the fight, but he's not at his optimum best, man. He's not 100% healthy, and they set this shit up, and they've been promising this fight. They already got what they want to do with Bud Crawford. They already know, man. They already know his next few opponents is already lined up. They already know what fight date they really want, as long as he's healthy and the opponent's healthy. They already got alternate plans. And the plans don't involve playing with other promoters. The plans don't involve the fights that you want to see. And people will continue to defend him and defend Bob Arum the same way they defended Manny Pacquiao. The difference is these ain't a whole bunch of Filipino fans or a whole bunch of fans that hated Mayweather. These are now pro-Crawford fans doing the same thing a lot of them fans accused the Manny Pacquiao fans of doing. Is rationalize the irrational bullshit. The same shit that Bob Arum is telling you guys about, oh, money and it makes sense. It boils down to is that ESPN and Top Rank don't have the money to go pay another promoter fighter or another fighter from another network. And they not letting Bud go to another network, which the other network and Al Heyman got the money for both of the fighters to be happy with. They don't want that situation. You feel me? They don't want it. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is, man. I'm going to just keep it a buck. This shit was staged. This shit was set up. Don't be surprised if English Kleov or Carlos Adames crash the fucking after this fight and get in Bud face and they start building another fight. You know what I'm saying? And I'm hearing it may be on ABC this time. I don't care if it was ABC, NBC. I'm just fed up with the whole welterweight division, man. It's getting to a point where if we don't get them fights we want, I'm just going to boycott the division, man, to be real. But I support Bud, but like I said, I'm just call the bullshit on the bullshit. I'm going to be the first person to tell y'all if this shit don't ever materialize or it take a long time, or Bud and Earl fight or Thurman to fight after they probably be the first one to tell you guys what was up. But it's the Boxing Clinic and more. It's your boy CJ Goodfella. One time for the one time. Make sure you check out the links in the description. We're on all social media. On the College Sports page, our podcast. We're going to get rebooted back up. Get y'all a quick 10 episodes going on this weekend or this week. We got 11 already. So y'all be on the lookout. We on the rise, man, for sure. LDBC. Make sure y'all subscribe to the brother Junior the Truth. Y'all know what it is, man. Make sure if you want to donate, the PayPal link is there when I go live. Shout out to the Super Chats. We gone.